Ahoy fellas, Joey is the Gunaway at your service. Today, I'm actually planning something of an intense one. It might be a bit longer. It's going to be same thing as last week. It's going to be upper back and chest, but I think if I use the bands, I can actually work upper back a lot more. So that's what I'm going to do, and you'll see how. You could probably imagine how, I'm not gonna lie, but this is going to hopefully work myself even more. So I'm going to start out with a warm-up set for the bent over rows for the lawnmowers, and I am going to be using the 30-pound band for this one. And oh wait, if it's this, here we go, opposite side. Yeah, you can probably see how this is going to work. Okay, after doing that, I don't think the actual lawnmower motion is the way to go. It might even be more outward, but then that works more. I can feel that working. I can feel that working my pec. Well, not a bad thing, but okay, that's actually pretty good. So funnily enough, I don't need to do the bent over part of the bent over rows then. That's actually pretty nice. I'll start writing this down, then it's going to go into sort of that circuit style, where I'm going to go between the bands, and I'm going to actually increase the weight of the bands. I'm going to use the 50-pound, and then decline push-ups. I just wanted to do that beginning one just to kind of warm up a bit, because I did try with the bands before starting recording, and there's a lot more tension there, so a nice quick warm-up is always nice. So that was one set, 10 reps, the 30 band. I'm going to try to do 10 reps again with the 50 band, but it is difficult. It is a lot heavier than, it's a lot more effort than using the 25-pound weight, which I would hope so, but I'm not used to that weight, so this is going to be a bit of a jump for me. And then I'm not sure how many decline push-ups I'm going to do, but I'm going to try for a lot. Let's go ahead and push that over there. Did I? I forgot to pause that. Oh well. So this is actually going to be a pretty intense one, and I'm going to try to do minimal break in between as well. we'll see how I'm feeling, of course, because if I can't, then I can't, and I shouldn't injure myself. But the nice thing about the bands is that they only really injure when the bands fail. So I'm just so used to going over here, I guess. I shouldn't be twisting at all. Or maybe I should at least be going. Bring these a little bit closer to shorten up the angle. That felt good. That felt tough. But didn't feel bad. I think I need to really hone in on how I want to do those lawnmowers. I think that's probably the best way to go about doing those. Still getting that sort of cross-body motion as much as possible. It does change things a good bit though, maybe more than you might think, because if you think about it, right, the reason you do the bent over rows is because, well, it changes the angle that you're pulling at. It's that motion. This is a different motion, unless I guess if I go a bit lower. So maybe I'll try that. And if you watching happen to have a bit more insight into this, about the specific angle and stuff like that, please let me know so that I can, first of all, improve my workouts and hopefully inform other people as well to help improve theirs and kind of correct what I'm saying or demonstrating here. It is about learning. It is about improving. It is about being better. Is that too much weight? That might be too much weight for me. Let's go ahead and bump this down to 40. The black one is 40. So. That feels a bit better. The 50 I think was just a little too much for me because I couldn't get the full range of motion. Completing the full range of motion is really important for a proper rep. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to test. I'm going to test myself. And this is how I'm going to determine if this is a good idea or not. I'm not going to call those lawnmowers, because they're not lawnmowers. They're not bent over rows. I'll call those something like cross bands or cross bodies. And I'm actually going to do the lawnmowers real quick. Now, if that is working my upper back, this should be really difficult for me. I should be fatigued for this. So, let's find out. So now, I think that kind of answers my question. I definitely did feel it. I felt the effects of that cross-band workout, but it wasn't exactly in my upper back. It was weird. So I cannot say for certain that that is a good upper back workout. And again, if I'm wrong about that, please correct me. This is all about learning and improving. So let's see, there was another 10 there. Going to adjust and correct the record and call that 40. I'm not going to count that first set at 50 with the bands. I'll just consider that 40. Let's see, that was one decline push-up set, and one set of lawnmowers at 25 pounds. Not going to take too much longer before doing the next set. I think I'll still do those cross-body bands. But I'm not going to call them lawnmowers or bent over rows, because they're not. And I can feel it working something. Maybe it's working my shoulder. Obviously, it has to work my shoulder at least a little bit, right? Maybe it's working mostly bicep. Yeah. I don't know for sure. Maybe I should drop them all together. I'm not sure, because I don't know. And I don't necessarily want to waste my time, right? But no, I started with them and I'll finish with them. Just like I introduced the sets of lawn mowers, so I'll carry those through to the rest of the workout. Again though, trying to keep that energy going. Don't want to become sedentary and wait too long. I think that was actually a big part of my problem last semester and even a little bit during the workouts this summer. Too long of breaks. Yeah, I think I mostly feel that in my arms and shoulders. Like right around the brachial nerve. That's what that one's called, right? I only learned that during martial arts, because that's a good spot to strike. Yeah, I can't say that that's working up her back. Oh well, c'est la vie. That's why I experiment, find this stuff out, see what works, see what I can get away with, see what I can do. And then you guys watch and learn for yourselves. Seeing some first-hand experience, some first-hand experimentation and some solutions to maybe your own questions. Wait, that was 10. I'm starting to get fatigued. You can tell in my form I'm swinging a little bit. I am working off those potatoes I had for lunch. I tell you what. And I know I'll do the push-ups in a minute here. Just give me Ooh. Let me catch my breath here. I am going at a pretty fast pace, I gotta say. I like it though. I think this is good. I think I should try to maintain something similar to this throughout most workouts. Those definitely work arms. Those definitely worked my arms a bit. Towards those last couple reps, those last couple push-ups, I felt only my chest doing work. So you know what? I might do those in the future. They weren't too intensive, but they did tire out my arms, allowing me to mostly work my chest. Most of the strain, most of the pressure came from the chest itself because my arms started tapping out, but not before my chest did. And the whole reason I do, biceps one day and then triceps the next day is so that I'm tired. The biceps are tired, so now it's mostly triceps working without help from the anterior. Then biceps, triceps are tired when I work shoulders, so it's mostly shoulders. Then arms are usually recovered at that point, but still, a bit tired when I work chest, so that when I work chest, it's more chest. And this kind of helps tire them out just a bit to help put a little more emphasis on chest. And it doesn't do so in a very damaging way, or in a way that could cause serious damage. Why? Because the bands are less intensive, less strenuous on the muscles themselves, as opposed to maybe just weights. So I don't know if necessarily that motion is what I'll keep, but I think I'll definitely start out with maybe a quick set of 10 with the bands for curls, crushers, and maybe not press because I did shoulders yesterday, or something along those lines, just to kind of tire out a bit. And you also might be thinking at this point, hold on, this video is going on. He finished his last set, right? He did 3 of each, right? Isn't Joey supposed to be, going through his closing spiel about having a good night? And you would be correct, but I introduced lawnmowers just a bit late. So I only did 2 sets of those. And we go by rules of 3 here, in case you couldn't tell by the logo. Rule of 3. So, but I'm pretty tired, so I need a little bit of I need to catch my breath a bit before I do these. But I think that's enough. Because 15 is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the most I've done for lawnmowers. That's 10. Another 10. There we go. Now we're at 3 workouts each. Oh my God. That was a tough one. I am sucking wind, but that was a fantastic workout. I'm not gonna lie. Considering all I have to work with are the bands and the weights, and I've known to talk to encourage, to work things through with. I'm literally just talking to myself and, towards a camera. That was a good workout. What was that, like 20 minutes? It was intense, minimal breaks. Feels good. I'm tired. with that being said, thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope to see you here again, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.